New tonight, Congressman Cleo Fields just wrapped up a town hall meeting at the Mount Zion Baptist Church in Alexandria. Our Jay McCulley was there and has more on what Fields wants to accomplish in Congress.
I'm not looking for to lie down on a couch and tell my problems. I don't need counseling. We need resolutions.
Constituents from Louisiana's 6th Congressional District voiced their concerns to Congressman Cleo Fields following a series of executive orders issued by President Donald Trump.
President Trump just needs to know that in America, we elect leaders, not dictators. I mean, this is a democracy, not a dictatorship. He's the president, he's not a king, and he needs to know that.
Among Trump's proposals are plans to close the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, eliminate the Department of Education, and ban diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. Congressman Fields says he's hopeful that Congress will be able to block these actions.
I think the Congress of the United States will, assert its powers like the Constitution gives us the opportunity to do.
Fields also addressed his concerns over Elon Musk's role in the American government, saying Musk has too much access to citizens' private information from the Treasury Department.
Elon Musk has just gone too far.
Fields has co-sponsored the Taxpayer Data Protection Act, which aims to prevent bad actors from accessing your personal data.
Elon Musk has not been confirmed by the Senate. He's not been elected by the people. And so at the end of the day, I think all of this needs to calm down.
Throughout the meeting, Fields addressed a wide range of issues raised by his constituents, from the ongoing insurance crisis and homelessness to food insecurity, veterans affairs, and concerns about potential cuts to funding for historically black colleges and universities, as well as Medicaid.
Now, I'm not going to make everybody happy every time. I'm going to try. I'm going to do my best, but it's impossible, because everybody in the 6th District don't have the same views.
Fields added that he plans to take the concerns he heard tonight and work on them in Congress, assuring his constituents that more town hall meetings will be held throughout his term. Reporting in Alexandria, I'm Jay McCulley.